Just walking around out here this morning after I let the chickens out. We got rain coming this morning. And on the ground, I'm finding the maple buds. They are done. Right now I'm under a sugar maple, and this is what I'm finding. Let's walk over here where I've got a silver maple. Big old silver maple. They're done, folks. They are done. So now, in the next couple of weeks, we should start to see leaves pushing out on the tree, which would be good. I think everybody's ready to see it green up. So we was at Royal King a couple of days ago. I had to get some more food for my chickens, and the wife found something pretty cool. Got a couple shrubs here, and something's kind of special about these two shrubs. My wife actually pointed it out to me. Look here. We've got a forsythia and a burning bush. They don't really do much for the bees, but these two plants, they mark the beginning and the end of bee season. Yep, the forsythia is known for its yellow flowers in the spring. There's actually a little bit of folklore that goes with it. Supposedly, after this blooms, we only have 3 snows left till spring. For the most part, it's pretty true. The burning bush stays green all year long, and then in the fall, it turns red like it's on fire. So they both add a little bit of color to the bee yard. Don't really do much benefit for the bees, but they do mark the beginning and the end of beekeeping season. So I'm gonna get these planted real quick, and we'll get into today's video. So there we go. We've now got a forsythia to mark the beginning of spring or bee season, and at the top of the bee yard we've got a burning bush to mark the end of bee season or fall. Hello folks, Jason Chrisman, JC's Bees, your Central Ohio beekeeper. You might remember I mentioned rain in the earlier clip. Well, that's about all it's done this week. Rain, rain, rain. But you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. So we as beekeepers have to appreciate the rain, I guess. The one positive thing about the rain as I'm watching it out the window is you can start to see things green up. And look at the grass there behind me. It looks beautiful. It's coming on great. So what I thought I would do today, while it's not raining right this minute, we do have a storm on the way, but I thought I'd walk around here at the farm and show you some of the things that I'm starting to see pop up that are exciting as a beekeeper. I thought this could be beneficial for you new beekeepers who want to get out and get some fresh air and explore your property to see what you may have to offer your newbies. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is what I believe to be henbit and not purple dead nettles, and I'm going to explain. You see how these are pretty much all green as far as the leaves, and the stem has a little bit of a dark purple color to it, but the leaves themselves are green. Got a nice beautiful flower there on the top. That is what I believe is henbit. I could be wrong. I'm going to walk around here now to where I found what I believe to be purple dead nettles, and I want to share that with you. Right here, I believe this is the purple dead nettle. You see the flower? You see the leaves on it? Have a purple tone to them. Now I believe that is the purple dead nettle. You can correct me if I am wrong, but I believe that's what it is. Now just seeing what that looks like there with the leaf and the flower, here it is without the flower. Now I can come across here and I see quite a bit of it coming in different spots. a few more days, it'll probably be flowering. So that's pretty nice to see. Another plant that I see popping up, and I hope I'm not standing on a bunch of it. No, I'm not. Is right here. Starting to sprinkle. It's got a nice soft leaf, feels real thick. And this is called burdock. And it's a great plant for the bees, and actually the cattle love to eat it. But at the end of the summer, this is the burrs it produces. You might be familiar with these now that you've seen them. There's a few of them laying around here. These are very common to get on your clothes if you've been out in the fields walking around. So that's what the burdock looks like when it's young, and it'll get several feet tall. Here's some more of it. Now let me show you what honeysuckle looks like. Okay, so here's a good one. Honeysuckle. This is what it looks like. You may have seen it in your woods. This is a very invasive species, actually. And though it does produce a little nectar for the bees, if I had my choice, I would remove it and let something else grow in its spot, just because it does. It takes over so much. And look what's growing under it. Nothing grows there because it ain't getting any sun. So if you can get this out, you're probably more beneficial. Now if we look across here, a lot of this, there's another one. Right here's another one. And you can see they get pretty good size. So that's honeysuckle. They smell wonderful when they're in bloom, but they're not the greatest plant to really have in your woods. One thing good about them that I've noticed, and this might be a good one to show you, is they root on top of the soil. Watch how easy this pulls out. That's how easy it is to manage it. You just pull it out. Even this big one here, I could probably, yep. So look, by removing that, both of those, look at the sun getting in there now. Now if I threw down some seeds, something different would come in there. I could come in there and clean this out. So, I mean, it's up to you. You can leave it and let the bees work it for the short cycle it's there, but really not super great to have around. This plant here is beneficial for the bees, but I do not want to touch it. This is called nettles. Just nettles is all I know it by. It's got these little spurs sticking off the stem of it and off the bottom of the leaves. And if you touch it, it'll actually like sting you for several hours. But that is a very beneficial plant for the bees. You just do not want to touch it. Now, I believe that the inside of the stem is actually some medical benefits to it, but I've never experimented with that. Some multiflora rose coming in, which is a bear or a nightmare to work with if you have on your property. It's right up there with honeysuckle. It's very invasive. Matter of fact, what you see all through here that's green is either multiflora rose or the honeysuckle. A few brambles mixed in, blackberries, black raspberries, and different things. But for the most part, it's either the multiflora rose or honeysuckle. This smells absolutely wonderful when it's in full bloom and the wind blows. Oh my goodness. But to deal with it is a nightmare. You can see I've got a fence here and I've got to keep it manicured or it'll take over the whole fence. Now this is an interesting one right here. And I hope the camera does a good job at giving you an idea what to look for, but this is called border privet. The bees absolutely love this plant, and it'll turn into a shrub if you keep it manicured. It also gets kind of pokey and jabby, so you don't want to transplant this to any place you're going to be in a lot, because if you bump up against it once it gets these little spikes on it, it's definitely going to scratch you up. But it's called border privet, I guess mainly because it's planted on the border of your property. Very, very nice to have around for the bees. So there's a few of the things I'm starting to see come up around the farm, and it's rather exciting to see. some things to back up that say spring is actually on the way, because the weather hasn't really felt like it a whole lot this week, I guess, besides all the rain. But right now it's only 46 degrees. It's not supposed to warm up a whole lot, and we got showers on the way. So I guess we'll look forward to them May flowers. I hope this video is helpful to you new beekeepers, give you a chance to go out and explore your area and see if maybe some of these plants are popping up around you. If you enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button down below, and I hope everyone has a great week. Now I want to share a little clip of Ladybug with you. I was up here working at the farm the other day, and I knew the wife had ordered some stuff from Chewy, some clothes for Ladybug, and I knew when I got home to expect Ladybug to be wearing an outfit. Well, this is what I go home to. Everybody have a great week. Look, y'all, the wife ordered some clothes for Ladybug, and I just barely cracked the door coming home from the farm, barely cracked the door, and there's Ladybug, and I just lose it. She looks so stinking cute. I let her out here. Her got the dress on. Her got the dress. There's a pretty girl. Her got a sundress. Look at her. Yeah, her pretty girl. Come on, get in there. Go. Oh, yeah.